I'm Mark Hugger, and welcome to Next Steps for Ambitious Beginners, Taking Tricks. We are now using hands that are still based on promotion and suit establishment, the subject of Chapter 5, except these hands, for the most part, are hands that I played or I collected along the way. I remember sometimes where they came from, sometimes I don't. But this one I remember playing. A bit of heart. Don't worry about auctions in this case. I don't know why I did this. I invited with my 16 points. I think there's enough there to bid with that stiff diamond, don't you? Partner suggests he's balanced and is willing to play for just 9 tricks if that's necessary. But I'm going to go ahead, of course, with my stiff and bid 4 hearts at that point. And Wes leads the king of clubs. Now, when we count our winners here, we can, if the hearts are breaking, even just 3-1, of course, we get 6 heart tricks, 2 spade tricks for 8, and the ace of clubs for 9. So, as ever, we are in search of 1 trick. The king of clubs is led. Now, the weird thing about this hand is I made it and scored particularly well. Right? This is, I can't remember exactly, but it was average, more than average plus. It was a good score. It wasn't like an 80 or something because all the good players are doing this, right? I'm not sure what other players did or thought was better than trying to promote a club. Perhaps they tried to lead the ace, 8 of spades to the jack, right? But if East has the queen, which is where you want it to be, then he's just going to put it up. Because you can see the ace king, right? So put the queen up and you don't promote anything. Nothing good happens. You just lose it. If the queen is over here, well, then it's losing. So nothing good happens, right? There's no other trick that grows up with it. So it's just a shot in the dark. So everything comes down to the club suit. Now, what you need to do is look at how good these high spots are. Ace, jack, 9, 8, 7. All they have is the king, queen, 10. King, queen, 10, and they're going to lose that. We're going to take the ace here. Now they only have the queen, 10. Now the queen could be in west. The king of clubs lead is a sign. It could be, in which case we should do well by simply leading up at the jack and promoting it immediately. But notice, even if the queen is in east, we'll still have 2 high spots to promote. To promote one of those to a winning trick. We are in great shape. So let's go ahead and win this ace. We have a fast loser in diamonds that we will lose immediately upon losing the lead here to the queen of clubs, no matter what hand it is in. But we don't have anything to ruff, so let's just get rid of. Yeah, they follow once, so we're good to go. Go ahead and just pull all the trump. All right. Got a slow loser in spade. That's one we're hoping to pitch on one of these clubs. And there's the queen. So it was right there. And now the jack is good. Of course, we'll lose the queen. And we will rough a diamond back. And now, if they're 4-2, right, if East is now out of clubs, we actually can get an over trick by finessing the 10. I'm not sure that I'm willing to take that risk. Although, I'm not going to think about it. We can just play the jack. And he was out. So we could have gotten yet another trick here, but it doesn't matter. We're happy to go. We've got 6 tricks in, and we can rough a diamond. Play up to the spade. Play another spade. Hope the queen drops. Doesn't. There it is. And we have a heart left to rough the final trick. One of those hands where I feel like I cheated myself out an extra trick. Maybe there was a way, if you worked harder, to decide that it's more likely West was leading from king, queen, 10-4 than leading from king, 10, king, queen, small. This was a curious little hand, and as you can see from our club suit here, it's revisiting one of my favorite nursery rhymes of Nine Never. You might recall we even had an episode called Nine Never Hogwash. And you put that hogwash in to make you think hard every time you get this kind of holding. And this is where you hold 9 cards missing the queen. And the nursery rhyme is 9 never finesse, 8 ever finesse. So 2 absolutes. Good sign that it's a nursery rhyme. And when I add the hogwash on it, I'm telling you, think a little bit harder than that. Here, the auction went 2 spades. I didn't feel comfortable bidding no trump with 14 points, but my partner put in 3 diamonds covering that suit, and also in robot language showed a good hand. So now I felt comfortable bidding 3 no trump. And then West led the King of Hearts. Now, one of the things that we think about when 9 never comes out is that if one hand in the auction has shown a long suit, then they will have less room to hold 3 clubs, right? And 9 never is just based on this idea that we know they are more likely to split 3-1, but sometimes that one is the queen, right? And that's just enough percentage point, like makes it 52% chance that playing the ace and the king is right. But when you can wipe that away very easily with any evidence that you can find. And here, the evidence from the auction was that East had a long spade suit, and from that, I would probably play the king of clubs first and then try to finesse the queen in West, but then West led a heart. Now, we're missing 8 hearts, and West apparently likes his heart suit better than East's spade suit, even though we know that it's a 6-3-2-2. He has 2 spades over here he could have led. Instead, he chose his hearts. Why? Well, I think it means that he's got a long heart suit. And the question is it a 6-card suit? Right, so this is 6-2. 6-2 this way and 6-2 the other way. Now our whole feeling on 9 never is lost. We're confused. Should we be finessing for it? If so, where? Or do we just play ace king? Right? But there's another idea, right? This could be a longer suit. If he chooses this suit, what if he has king, queen, 10, 9, right? Now he's got a really good suit. And if he has an outside entry, say queen, 3rd of clubs or a diamond, then we could be in trouble. So things are very curious at this stage. Of course, this first play is pretty easy because if he continues a heart, we'll get an extra trick. So we'll duck. And he goes to spades. So why? Well, he doesn't know I have 3. Maybe he wants East to lead the next one through the jack, right? Counting on East having an ace here. So we see what happens. East wins the ace and leads a heart. Doesn't lead a heart. Does he have a heart? That's what I'm wondering right now. If he doesn't have a heart, that means this was a 7-1 heart suit. And West tried to get a heart lead back and didn't. He was hoping it was 7-2. He didn't get the lead, right? We have a little bit of room still, right? Because we have a spade stopper, we have a heart stopper. Do we want to immediately 9 never guess here? No, there's still room. Plus, we actually have a chance for an extra trick in the diamond suit, a little plan B here. So what I'm going to do first is just duck a diamond, right? We have 7 of them, they have 6. If they split 3-3, then we get a diamond trick. So we'll do that. And let's see, they still don't lead a heart. They still refuse to lead a heart. We can throw away the diamond because we're just looking for one extra diamond trick, and let's see what happens. They both follow twice. They both follow the 3rd time. So we get the 8 of diamonds as a trick. So we'll postpone our 9 never decision even longer. Oops. Nine never decision even longer. We'll postpone our nine never decision even longer. Pitch a heart. And West throws a club. So at this point, we've got East pitching from their long suit, West holding on to their heart suit and pitching a club. Does West pitch from Queen Doubleton? Queen 3? I don't think so, because that means Ace King takes his queen. Does he pitch from Queen Doubleton? Well, absolutely not, right? So he's kind of giving away the show here. I think it's pretty clear East has the queen now, the long spade suit, right? But that's enough, at least for me to start with the ace of clubs, right? So that's what I do. I'm thinking East has the queen, and sure enough, when I play the ace, it turns out that West threw away his stiff club. All of that work was necessary to do well on this hand, instead of just saying nine never. Instead, we're able to pick up the club, and get an over trick. So, nine never hogwash. Think about every time this comes up, often we lose a hand early by making a wrong play. And that was the case in this hand. And I can't remember if I made this or not, but I've liked this hand since then. We start with 6, 10, 15, 16, 20 points. So we'll start with 2 no trump, balance, 20, 21. We're asked about our majors. We say we have 4 of them, and we get to 4 hearts. So we have 3 heart tricks, ace king of spades for 5, actually, and the 10 of spades for 6, the ace diamonds for 7, ace clubs for 8. We're looking for a couple tricks. We have very few entries in the dummy, right? Our spade losers and our diamond losers are slow losers, so we can work on those. Our club loser, however, is slow, but just takes 1 lead to set them up. And notice the ace of hearts, if you lead it right away, will lead to a club lead, and now you have 2 fast losers. So if you give up the lead after losing the ace of hearts, right? If you give up the lead, that will give them 2 tricks, and they will cash out the clubs and set you, right? So this is a situation where you can't afford to lose the ace of hearts right away. The pulling of trump needs to wait until you've developed another trick. The only place to develop another trick is really in the diamond suit, right? We have the 9, which could work out. If the jack loses to the queen, and he also has the 10, maybe you can finesse for it. I mean, there's some good stuff there. Of course, what we really want is for the king of diamonds to be in West and immediately grow up our jack of diamonds, which will give us an entry back to the king of spades. So I'm going to lead up to the jack of diamonds. And I guess the only question is, does it make sense to play the ace of spades now? I don't think it matters. I'll go ahead and play it. Now we'll lead at the jack of diamonds, and the king does fall. Now look at the shape we're in. Right? Here comes club lead. Oh, thank you, dude. Probably it does not hold the queen, but we'll get rid of one of those fast losers, right? Now, do we just want to pull trump now? I don't think so. Right? That's 8 diamonds are out. Do we have 2? They still have another. They still have 3 more. Why don't we just try to get rid of another club? And when it works, we're now down to just having 1 club loser and no spade losers. So what the heck, we'll just play another one. They ruff high, and we can dump our jack of clubs. So now there are only 4 hearts out, and they are the ace and a couple little ones. And there's the ace, and they can't lead anything to beat us, right? We get to ruff there. Maybe if they'd had a spade, it would have worked. But we still get to pull the trump. And notice the trump had broken 4-1. So had you pulled trump, they would have unveiled your fast loser in clubs, and then you would have had to use all your trump to pull West's trump. This hand is from Hugh Kelsey in Test Your Finessing. Test Your Finessing. An older book, but a fabulous book. Many times the answer to the problem is, well, we're not going to finesse at all. And that's the case here. We have 9 tricks, right? 7 spades, 2 outside aces. That's 9. We are in search of one more trick, as seems we always are. And the queen of clubs is immediately attractive. But of course, that's a 50% proposition, right? And leaving it there actually has a strategic value. But you have to see the heart suit. You have to see the heart suit. There's the king, which will take the queen. That's going to leave the ace and the jack somewhere. In the meantime, we're going to have the 10-9-8. So they have 2 of the top 5 remaining cards. If we have a way to get to those hearts, we can promote them. This is a promotion hand, not a finesse hand. Now, the robot has a hard time not leading a club, and this is the case in real life as well. Robot's going to know that the what the heart situation is, and they're going to see the entries up there. So he's going to never lead a heart again. We have to do it, and it's hard for the robot not at some point to lead a club. Yeah. When that happens, there'll be a little pause, and I'm going to make him lead something else. So here he leads the jack of diamonds, stripping away the ace and creating a fast loser. Much better lead than leading into our club suit. What do we want to do now? Well, we're going to promote. We need to drive out the 2 missing honors above those 3 cards, which means if East holds one, we'll ruff and be happy. But if East doesn't play a higher one, we will start getting rid of our losers, starting with our fast diamond loser. When they play low, pitch, knockout one. Now there's only one more left. And look at the bind that we have put West in, right? We're going to knock out that heart. We want him to take it, so we're going to be throwing the 6 of clubs, which means when he gets in, if he leads a club, he gives us our 10th trick. If he leads anything else, we'll ruff, we'll cross back over to the dummy, and we will be able to play our winning heart. So we're going to cross over there. I think I'll pull 1 round of trump. That should do it, right? Yeah, they both follow. There's only, so we can go over there now. We got the 10 of spades as an entry. I'm going to play the last heart, and this is going to force out the last remaining card that's over that. Our 8 of hearts will be a good trick. And when West wins it, if they lead anything, we'll ruff and go back over there and play the 8 of hearts and pitch the queen of clubs. Or they'll play a club for us, one or the other. Yeah, I gave the robot an undo. He leads a diamond. We ruff it, and the 8 of hearts is now the tallest heart in the pack. And on that, we will pitch the queen of clubs. Right? So no finesse, promotion. Right? So the better we get at spotting those, the more tricks we're going to take. For the first few months, you'll recall how much Blackwood loved using slams as an example hand. We saw so many slams. Here, this one came up and played the other day with the robot, and I ended up in a sketchy grand slam. I have a 19-point hand. It's a nice hand. And then partner shows a 2/1. So we know we're looking at slam, right? Because this is a minimum of 31, 32 points hands. We don't have a fit yet, though. And till this point. Now, once he bids this, really the only question I have about whether we have slam or not is whether he has the ace or king of hearts. Do we want to be in 6 missing those 2 cards? Absolutely not. But maybe we don't want to be there missing one of them, right? Because if we're missing one of them, then we've got a 8-card fit missing. It's just way too sketchy, right? Way too sketchy. So, but you can't find out about the ace of king without just simply asking. So I did. And turns out he does have both of them, right? He does have both of them. Now we have an 8-card suit headed by the ace king. We've got 2 top spades. We have the club suit locked down. And the only card that I'm really curious about is the king of diamonds. How do I find that out? I could just simply ask for it with 5 no trump. That's what I'll do. Ask for the king. And he shows me the king of clubs. Well, that's all fine and good. That means I'm going to get to pitch spade loser or pitch a diamond loser. But I really want to know about the diamonds. So I went ahead and asked, which is the way I thought you'd ask, right? Which is by bidding the diamond. And apparently that is a good bid for the robot. And we get to 7. Fortunately, the lead leads us straight to a solution. We do have the top 4 hearts, so we're in great shape. Should be able to pull trump. Then we have 5 hearts, 2 spades is 7, 3 diamonds is 10, 11, 12 with the ace, king of clubs. They have 6 of them. They have queen, jack, 9, and 3 small. And the queen of clubs is going away here. So what do we want to do? We want to establish the club suit. Just need to set up one trick here. I think probably we're also going to want to pull trump. And I'm going to go ahead and waste one of my hearts, which is a little scary. But I need the entry. And now the ace of hearts, when I play the next one, will set that up. Still have the ace of diamonds. The king of diamonds is an entry. So take a chance here on the club or just play low. I think safe to do one more. And there's the jack, right? So ace, king, queen, jack have been played. The 10 is high. And all that's missing is the 9. So let's I might have messed my. There's the 9, and unfortunately I left the 10 of hearts out. No, all is well. He can't over trump that, and I can pull the last trump here, and those clubs are all good. Not sure why he teased me like that, but go ahead. And now, of course, we're good to go. One trump left. In our hand, I mean. And everything else is a high trick. Making 7. So this is a rather simple suit establishment, right? We did a lot of these, right? Queen, jack, and that 9 is all we needed. He played the 9 there, but he knew it didn't matter. I would just rough out, go back. I'm just looking for one more trick in clubs, so we don't need to establish all of those. We're good to go just by promoting one of them or establishing one of them in this case. So that's it for this week. You got your fancy slam, and I hope we covered touched a lot of bases today. It felt like it to me anyways, of things we've been working on. I will see you next week. We'll continue doing the play of the hand without Easley, I guess, at this point. Play of the hand without Blackwood. and I don't know how long I'll keep it up. Probably for a while. I hate to leave it. Hate to leave it. I do have a bidding uh, lesson coming up. It'll be 5 or 6. Uh, um, uh, 5 or 6 lessons, all on the same topic. And if I will leave a link at the end here, you can watch the intro to it, and we'll get it going maybe mid-May or so. Thanks as always for showing up, and thanks for supporting me um, and the channel. It's great fun. I enjoy doing it, and we'll see you. Take care.